What if I told you that the way you walk, eat, and even sleep could tell you how much longer you'll live after 70? It sounds a little wild, right? But here's the thing, the truth is, your body is already giving you clues, signals that reveal a lot about your future health. Some people in their 70s feel sharp, strong, and full of life, while others find themselves slowing down, dealing with health problems and fatigue. What's the difference? It's often in the little things, subtle but powerful signs that give you a glimpse into your future. And the best part? These aren't just guesses or myths, these are scientifically proven indicators that researchers and doctors have found in people who live long, healthy lives. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for in your own body and lifestyle. And more importantly, I'll share small steps you can take to maximize your chances of living longer and staying healthier. So, stick with me. Because you might be overlooking some small things right now that could have a huge impact on your future. You'll know what changes to make to add more years to your life and keep living at your best. Sign 1, your walking speed. Let's talk about something so simple that you might never have thought it could predict how long you'll live, your walking speed. I know, it sounds a bit strange, but let me explain. Studies show that people who can maintain a brisk walking pace well into their 70s and beyond tend to live longer, healthier lives than those who slow down significantly. It's not just about staying active. It's an indicator of muscle strength, heart health, and even your brain function. Let's break it down with two friends of ours. Let's call them Marty and Alvin, both in their mid-70s. Marty walks every day. He crosses streets without breaking a sweat, climbs stairs easily, and has never struggled with his pace. Alvin, on the other hand, used to be active but has slowed down in recent years. Now, he takes frequent breaks and finds himself struggling to keep up with others. Here's the kicker, Marty's pace suggests his body is functioning well, but Alvin's slower pace might be a warning sign that his health is starting to decline. A slow, unsteady walk can be linked to muscle weakness, poor circulation, or even early signs of neurological decline. The great news? You can actually improve your walking speed with simple, everyday actions. Try incorporating short walks into your daily routine, and gradually pick up the pace. Just a little movement every day can make a big difference in how long you stay active. And hey, if you need a little motivation, picture yourself walking confidently through the years ahead, feeling strong and in control. Sign 2, your grip strength. Now, here's something that might surprise you. The strength of your handshake could actually reveal a lot about your health and how long you'll live. Yup. It turns out that grip strength is one of the clearest indicators of overall vitality as you age. A firm, steady grip means you've got strong muscles, good circulation, and a well-functioning nervous system. But a weak grip could be a sign of muscle loss, frailty, and an increased risk of health complications. Let's take a look at Ralph and George, two men, 78 years old. Ralph has always been proud of his strong handshake. He's active, enjoys light weightlifting, and never has trouble with things like opening jars or carrying groceries. George, on the other hand, has noticed his grip isn't as strong as it used to be. He's having a harder time holding on to things, and everyday tasks are becoming more difficult. What George might not realize is that his declining grip could be a sign of muscle loss, which could make him more prone to falls and injuries. The good news? You can rebuild grip strength. Simple exercises like squeezing a tennis ball, using hand grippers, or lifting light weights can help keep your muscles strong and your hands steady. So, test your grip right now. If it's weaker than it used to be, don't ignore it. A firm handshake today could mean you're holding on to life with strength and confidence for years to come. Are you testing your grip right now? If you're still watching, comment number 3 below, and tell me if you've noticed any changes. Also, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss more health tips like these. Sign 3, your ability to stand on one leg, balance, now here's an easy one to test. Your ability to stand on one leg for at least 10 seconds can say a lot about how long you'll live. Sound odd? Well, studies have shown that people who struggle with balance tend to experience falls, injuries, and even cognitive decline as they age. But those who can maintain good balance tend to live longer, healthier lives. Let's take June and Evelyn, both in their early 70s. June is active, she walks, practices yoga, and can easily balance on one leg for several seconds without a problem. Evelyn, however, hasn't been as active. When she tries standing on one leg, she immediately starts wobbling and needs to grab onto something for support. Evelyn's loss of balance isn't just a minor inconvenience, it could be a warning sign that her coordination, muscle strength, and even brain function may be declining. Good balance depends on strong legs, a sharp nervous system, and a healthy brain. If you've noticed you're stumbling more or feeling unsteady, don't ignore it. Balance can be improved. Practice standing on one foot for a few seconds each day, or try walking heel to toe. These small steps can make a huge difference in how steady you are, and how well you live. Sign 4. Your sleep patterns. How well do you sleep at night? It's not just about rest. Sleep is when your body repairs itself, strengthens your immune system, and clears out toxins. People over 70 who get consistent, high-quality sleep tend to live longer, healthier lives. But if you're struggling with poor sleep, it can be a sign of memory decline, heart disease, and even weakened immunity. Let's look at Jim and Bob. Jim sleeps like a baby. He sticks to a steady bedtime, gets about 7 hours of sleep every night, and wakes up feeling refreshed and ready to take on the day. Bob, however, has restless nights. He tosses and turns, wakes up multiple times, and feels exhausted even after hours in bed. Over time, Jim's good sleep keeps his body functioning well, while Bob's poor sleep leads to brain fog, fatigue, and even higher blood pressure. Don't ignore your sleep patterns. If you're having trouble falling or staying asleep, it might be time to make some changes. Reduce screen time before bed, stick to a routine, or avoid heavy meals at night. Quality sleep is key to living a long, healthy life. Sign 5. Your appetite and eating habits. How's your appetite these days? The way you eat after 70 says a lot about your health and longevity. A healthy appetite and balanced diet keep your body strong, your immune system resilient, and your energy high. But a sudden loss of appetite or poor eating habits could signal underlying health issues and even accelerate aging. Consider Ted and Cliff. Ted enjoys meals, eats a variety of fresh foods, and maintains a steady weight. He looks forward to preparing his own meals and feels energized throughout the day. Cliff has noticed a loss of appetite and skips meals. He's also relying on processed foods and has unintentionally lost weight. Cliff's declining appetite isn't just a small change, it's a red flag. His body may not be absorbing nutrients properly, which can weaken muscles and slow metabolism. Eating well after 70 isn't just about staying full. It's about giving your body the nutrients it needs to function properly. So, ask yourself, are you eating nutrient-dense foods? Are you staying hydrated? Don't ignore a shrinking appetite, it could be a sign that something needs attention. Sign 6. Your stress levels. Let's talk about something that can really impact your longevity, how you handle stress. As we age, chronic stress doesn't just affect your mood, it actually weakens your immune system, raises your risk of heart disease, and even accelerates aging. But here's the good news, those who can manage stress effectively tend to stay healthier and more mentally sharp as they get older. Take a look at Ed and Charlie, both are 76, Ed is one of the calmest people you'll meet. He doesn't let things get to him. When life throws challenges his way, he takes deep breaths, stays social, and doesn't dwell on problems. Charlie, on the other hand, is a worrywart. He's always tense, thinking about things that are out of his control. He feels overwhelmed by small frustrations, and his mood often dips. What Ed has learned is that stress management is key to living longer. Constant worry triggers inflammation, which is linked to almost every major age-related disease, from Alzheimer's to heart conditions. Meanwhile, Charlie's constant stress is taking a toll on his body. His blood pressure rises, his sleep is disturbed, and his energy levels drop. If you find yourself fretting over little things or feeling overwhelmed, it's time to take control. Whether it's through mindfulness, exercise, or even laughter, managing stress can add years to your life. So, ask yourself, when challenges arise, do you take a deep breath and move forward, or do you let stress hold you back? Sign 7. Your social connections. Let's end with something that's often overlooked but is one of the strongest predictors of how long you might live: your social connections. Having strong social ties. Whether through friendships, family, or community involvement, has been linked to longer, healthier lives. On the flip side, loneliness can lead to a higher risk of depression, heart disease, and even early mortality. Consider Betty and Helen, both 78. Betty is always surrounded by people. She stays in touch with friends, spends time with her kids and grandkids, and is active in her local church. She's full of life, laughter, and stories to share. Helen, however, is more isolated. She spends most of her time alone. Though she has family, she rarely reaches out or makes plans to see them. Over time, Helen feels more withdrawn, and her health begins to suffer. Research shows that human connection isn't just about emotional support, it directly impacts your physical health. It's when we interact with others that our brain stays active, our stress levels drop, and our immune system gets a boost. So, take a moment to reflect on your own social life. Are you reaching out to others regularly? Do you engage with your community? If not, it might be time to make some changes. Start small, call an old friend, join a group, or even schedule regular family catch-ups. Strong relationships not only bring happiness, they help ensure that you stay healthier and live longer. So, there you have it, 7 signs that could predict how long you'll live after 70. Now, it's time to reflect on your own life. Are you moving through life with strength and confidence, or have you noticed small changes that might be warning signs? The good news is most of these signs, whether it's walking speed, grip strength, balance, sleep, stress levels, eating habits, or social connections, are things you can improve. Your future isn't set in stone, and the choices you make today can dramatically impact how many years you have left, and, more importantly, how good those years are. Whether it's getting more active, improving your sleep, managing your stress, or staying socially connected, the changes you make now can help you live longer and better. If you've recognized areas where you can improve, don't wait. Start today. Take more walks, practice deep breathing, reconnect with loved ones, and make sure you're eating well and sleeping soundly. Remember, longevity isn't just about adding years to your life, it's about adding life to your years. So, let's make those years count. Thank you for watching, and I'd love to hear from you. Comment below and share one sign you've noticed in your life, and what you're going to do about it. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you found this video helpful, like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss more tips on how to live a longer, healthier life. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform, inspire you, and that could help you live longer and better. Thanks again for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video.